I'm just up here this morning working on Operation Thinning, which is really starting to pay dividends. To the unaccustomed eye, this probably still looks like quite a thick, dense woodland, but it did used to look like that. Anyway, that's not why I brought you up here. As I was working, I saw this. It's kind of unpleasant, but kind of interesting. I think we saw these before in an earlier vlog on a eucalyptus tree close to one of my buildings. They were bigger, or this might be a variation on that theme. I'm afraid I can't identify them. There's a whole heap of some sort of insect larvae. I don't believe they're caterpillars, clinging onto this branch on this tree. See if I can get a bit closer. It's amazing what you see. Anyway, back to it. I've done one load, my target for today is 5, so I have a way to go. I'm actually very pleased today because I've been able to get my mower and the trailer up the hill. This is the fire break on the opposite side of the property to the Mr. Darcy walk. This is our property, this is the state forest. Last time I tried getting the mower up on the path the other side, I got up the hill just and then turned the engine off, and about 30 seconds later went to turn it on again, and you might recall, just died. Turned out the fuse had blown, but I didn't know that at the time, and I basically had to push it all the way back down and as far as I could towards the library before Will got home. And then we could tow it back towards my potting shed. Anyway, I have these things and they're designed to make my life easier, they often, I find. Because they go wrong so often, that's not what they do. However, I'm not going to dwell on that. I've got it up here, trailer's attached, chainsaw's ready. Continue a bit more work on Operation Thinning, then I'm going to break for lunch, and hopefully this will give me the wood I need today, ready for the next few days firewood. Thought I'd just quickly show you the kitchen before I go today. I finished the paint job. Went for this nice red colour. We like colour. Let me stand back. I'm not going to dwell on it, but we're rather fond of it. I'm in Will's car, waiting to go on a bit of a road trip today. Thought I'd bring you along for the ride because it's been a while. You'll never guess what. It's raining again. Look at this. Got a little miniature waterfall closer to home. A little temporary pond. big evergreen tree at the front of the house. Anyway, that's not the important thing. Let me bring some wood up to the house and then I've got something to show you. Actually, before I do get the firewood, I heard this. This is our other sort of internal close to the house. Occasional waterfalls. It's the overflow from our pond, which is just the other side of this grass. You know, this isn't happening really because it's rained altogether that much. It's just that it's rained so consistently. The ground is just saturated and has never had the chance to dry out. So the water's just accumulating and running off really quickly because there's nowhere else for it to go. This is the walk. This is the reason why we'd like to have a bridge here. Let's have a quick look at the pond. The pond can only ever get so high. And I know we've seen it fall before. Frogs are still at it. Let's quickly see if the chuff's still there. Oh, I don't think you can see. It's let on the nest with its wings splayed out over the edges, trying to keep it all dry. Gosh. Anyway, let me go back to what I was doing and then I'll show you the other thing, which is inside the house. This is what I wanted to show you. I know it's a bit gloomy, but obviously there's no way that I can show you this whilst it's up. But if I reiterate the point, it's just generally gloomy today. Alright, Peter. It's our lovely new kitchen blind, which I've just put up. Will hasn't seen it yet, although Will chose the fabric. It's thermally lined. This nice chain. It's a Roman blind. We hoped it would complement our red kitchen, which is also very gloomy. Trust me, it's red. Very handy. So now all we need is we're going to move this curtain to this door, meaning all we need is sorry about the light. It's one giant curtain we're thinking to span this window and this door, and the house is finally fully enclosed. Which is handy in winter for keeping the heat in, but it's actually also equally handy in summer for keeping the heat out. But this is such a big space. We had a quote from a company and it was like $700 or something. Something crazy, crazy money. That would be like £350 on a good day for the British pound. So we're exploring our options. But anyway, one down. No, the rest down, one to go. Spin, spin, spin. Lovely new blind. Good morning. I'm heading down to the creek. I know we've seen the creek when it's been full before, but I just love the sound of it. You can possibly hear it. I thought I'd go and take a closer look. Forgive the gloomy lighting. Still quite inclement weather, but you join me at a crucial stage of my latest woodworking project. In Australia, in regional and rural areas, it's quite common to have letterboxes at the side of the road. I know that's the practice in lots of countries, just not something we're so used to in the UK. So I am making a mailbox to go at the top of our drive. I'm using the remnants of my cold frame project, which is why it's going to bear a distinct similarity to the cold frame in terms of basically a sloping green box for the lid. Anyway, no harm in using wood that we already have to hand. This is going to be the top, that hole there is the bottom, and this is the slot where the paste is going to go through. So I've made the sides. Now what I want to do is assemble them, if I can. Will's kindly lent me his glue. And then what I'll do is make the bottom, make the top, then it'll be painted. I'm sort of there, but this is the bit that I'm sort of looking forward to least, because I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to do the screwing. Anyway, I'll have a go. I'll keep you updated as I make progress, but this is as far as I've got so far. And also just a heads up, this was a really difficult thing to make, this hole to fit this slot for the letters. Will made that. That was beyond my skills, but the basic like square stuff, and definitely the painting, that's right up my street. There we go, quick update. I've assembled the box and I've made the base. That little bit of filling is for the screw holes, which I countersunk. There was a bit of a flaw in the wood. And then I've also put some filler on the joins. The joins were good, but because it's going to have paste in it, I thought it would make sense just to sort of seal and waterproof any gaps, no matter how small, to help keep the box dry inside. So I'm very pleased with that. I experimented before I made it with putting in the biggest piece of post we receive, which is a magazine called Country Life. And it should fit in there quite nicely. What I need to do now, make the lid. Here we are. Here's my lid. I won't put it on just yet. I don't want to mess with the filler too much. I'm actually going to take that into the house. It's such a miserable day. It might take 7 years for that filler to dry. I'm going to paint the roof with the same green I painted the cold frame. I got this metal to go on it, but I thought that it wouldn't hurt to have an extra layer of waterproofing, just to try and keep our post nice and dry. So I'm going to paint it as well as put the metal on, which is why I haven't attached it. I'm just going to fill those little holes, and then hopefully I can sand this later and possibly even do a undercoat. There's the first top coat done. The inside's nice and white, although I'll do another coat in there. This is the front. It's the right way up this time, so the letter flap will go there and we've got a nameplate. to go there. That's the lid. I don't think I'll get it finished in time to show you how it looks this week, so you'll have to stay tuned and watch next week and I'll show you the finished product, perhaps even, who knows, in situ. And then lastly, what I'm going to be doing now is, these are some of the seeds you saw me getting started a while ago, and some of them are starting to get a little bit crowded. So what I thought I'd do is I'd just pot them on. There is actually a little bit of sun right now, sort of comes and goes, but anyway, that's nice to see. Nice day to be pottering around outside with these little tasks like this.